Hey everyone, I'm Ellen here at etrailer.com, and today we're taking a look at the Aries 20-inch single-row LED light bar. Now this is going to be a very rugged, nice light bar for mounting onto your vehicle. It is specifically designed to mount up with a bully bar or a grill guard. Because of the low profile design, it's typically going to have better clearance than a lot of the other light bars out there, so it should work with a lot of different light bars as long as it fits. Or it should work with a lot of different grill guards and bull bars as long as it just fits within the slot on that bar. We have a lot of custom fit options here at etrailer.com if you want to pick one up, but this is definitely going to be a very rugged light. It does have an aluminum housing, and it's been tested up to European standards for health and environment, as well as for extreme temperature. It goes from -40 degrees up to 145 degrees Fahrenheit. It's also able to withstand vibration and also has been salt tested. So it's very rugged. It has an IP68 rating, which basically means that this light is submersible. So nothing is going to get in here, no dust, no water. Should last for a long time. The rated lifespan for this is over 50,000 hours. So if you do the math, every year has about 8,000 hours. So if you had this on continuously, it would last for up to 5.7 years. If it was just on 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, lasts up to 5.7 years. So should last for a good long while, because I doubt anybody's going to be using it constantly like that. So it really is going to be a very nice light for your system, whether or not you want to have some extra light if you're going off-roading. Maybe you've got this mounted up to a vehicle when you're out on the trails and you want to have a light as sort of a work light or to illuminate your campsite while you're getting your tent set up, maybe gathering some firewood, or if there's some kind of recovery operation where you just need that extra light to get everything hooked up. But it comes with the wiring harness to get everything hooked up, and this even has a higher IP rating of IP69K, which basically means that this is also submersible and even able to withstand powerful water jets. So no rain or wind or sleet is going to get in here and cause any issues. It does have a switch, so you can turn this on and off. And I'm going to turn this on really quick. It's going to be very, very bright, so be warned. So as you can see, we have this nice, bright, single row of LEDs to illuminate wherever we want. And I'm going to turn the lights out in the studio so you can get a better idea of how bright that really is. So this is pretty much the only light I've got here in the studio. And as I pull that away from the table, it's still super bright. So definitely gives you a nice focused beam of light to illuminate just about anywhere you want to point this. The brackets that it comes with do allow for some adjustment, so you can get that dialed in where you want it to be. Now, of course, you don't really want to have this on while you're out on the highway. You definitely would blind somebody. So this isn't meant for on-road use. It's meant for off-road. Something to keep in mind there. But those LEDs are very sturdy, again, able to withstand road shock. So even if you're going out on some trails and hitting some bumps, maybe you're putting this on a Jeep or something like that, it should be able to withstand that no problem. They are grade A Cree LED chips, so they're going to have superior quality over your typical LEDs out there, and I really don't see why you would have any issues with this. One thing I did notice with these brackets that it comes with, the way that this wiring comes out and sits next to this bracket, I'd be a little bit worried over time of this bracket cutting into that wire. Just it's so close that I would really want to make sure that you either zip tie it up and away or route it in some way where it's not going to cut against this edge, because the way this bracket's been manufactured, this is just kind of a sharp edge, and anytime you have a wire against an edge like that, it's going to wiggle around and it's probably going to saw through that eventually. So that would be one thing that I would look out for if I was installing this on my vehicle. But it's not really so much a design flaw, it's just something to be aware of as you're installing it. And chances are, if you're installing this on a bull bar or a grill guard, you might actually mount it a little differently. So there's a channel at the bottom here. There's an opening that goes down to a smaller slot. So you can actually mount this more in a pedestal style. There's a bracket that you can pick up to go with this. That's part number AA111312. It's a mounting brackets for attaching this to the bottom there. And basically it's just two brackets to go on either side, and that way it gives you a little bit different option. That way you wouldn't have any worries about that wiring getting cut or chafed as you're going down the road. Again, you still could use this just fine with these brackets. I would just try to zip tie it up and away from that, or route it a little bit differently. Just the way it's coming out, it's something to be aware of. But I think this is a really nice light. It's a lot smaller and thinner height-wise than other typical light bars, especially for the size. Gives you a pretty good length of wire to work with. This connection here is going to be that watertight connection, and it really is hard to get apart. The little grommets hold on really well, and I had to really struggle with it the first time to get it apart, so I can see why they gave it such a good rating, and that's pretty much just because of these little grommets on either side. Might be a little hard for you to see, but definitely gives it a good seal, so this is going to last a long time. The wiring itself is about 6 feet long, so it should give you a good amount of length to get connected wherever you want it to be. Got a relay in place, and then also a fuse, so our connection should be protected from any issues. We shouldn't worry about our light getting blown from any overloads or anything like that. As far as specifics, it does have a lumen output of 9,800 lumens, so definitely very bright. As far as the length, we've got 20 inches for the actual LEDs, so side to side, wherever it's illuminated, it's 20 inches long. The total length from the outside edge of the bolt to the same point on the other side, that's about 23 3/4 inches. Front to back, it's about 3.5 inches long, and then top to bottom, about 1 3/4 inches tall, so pretty slim. With the bracket in place, it's a little closer to 2 3/4 inches. It also comes with the hardware to mount to the bottom foot of that bracket. So this will go through the bottom of that with the washer and the lock nut to get that installed if you want to use these brackets. They are stainless steel, so again, we shouldn't have to worry about any kind of rust or corrosion from either our brackets or the housing. Housing's made of an aluminum, has this thin design at the back, so it's going to dissipate out a lot of heat. UV resistant and MAR resistant finish. The lens here is also going to be pretty durable as well, so overall just a really well built light that should last for a long time. In addition to those mounting brackets, you can also get custom grill guards. If you have a Jeep JK, there is a kit that actually comes with this light and the grill guard. If you want to pick that up, if you have the 2007 through 2018 Jeep JK Wrangler, either in the unlimited or limited style, that part number is AA2170000. You can find those things right here at etrailer.com. All in all, I hope this video has been helpful in deciding whether or not the Aries 20-inch single row LED light bar is right for you.